Good morning, everyone. It's Tanya of Cute and Cuddly Nursery. I'm back with little Summer Rain here. Isn't she cute? Oh, she looks good on camera. She is very pale. So I'm thinking another yellow layer because she's pretty pale. And I also have Brittany. If it'll focus, there we go. Here's Brittany. She's also very pale. So, I'll show both. So here they are. I don't know why they're showing up really red right now, or at least on the, it looks like they're showing up red. Like I do want to do a red layer too, but I think I want to do yellow first. The sun is shining and you can kind of see it, yeah, back here. So I've kind of got the curtain closed a bit. Should have it a bit more, I don't know. Is that, I'm not sure if that shows, let me look at her. Any better? It's kind of dark now. Let's see. If I open this side and, whoops, sorry about that. Open that side instead. Let's see if we can, there, how you can see a little bit better of the color. She's a little more yellow now because of the curtain being closed. So anyhow, I think she definitely needs more yellow, so I'm going to start with that. Sorry about my palette not being completely clean as I normally try to do. My daughter's birthday is coming up, and so I've been busy decorating and trying to get ready for that this weekend. And then I have family coming over like throughout the week as well to visit and celebrate. So alright, here, if I can, there we go. I just put a little bit of yellow on the end of my brush there. And then I'm gonna fill this a bit. So I ordered Golden Fluid Matte, and it says primer on there. Like, there are a few different Golden Fluid mattes out there, but there's one that says fluid. So I just want to show you my yellow, and it's very transparent. I don't know if you can, it wants to just focus on me, but it's very thin for some reason. It's like, I like you the best. I think I'm going to add just a touch more. Just a little bit on the end. So not too much paint. So I don't want them to be yellow. But if I was going to make a really, like really newborn would be, I think I would use more yellow. So I have my trusty, away from me, there we go. Sea sponge. This is extremely dry, so I'm just gonna put it in my rinse water here, which is clean, and get it wet so that it is ready to accept the paint. And it also gets nice and well, it expands. There we go. So now I can go ahead and load the brush, the sponge, and the brush again. There we go. So you don't want a whole lot. I just put a little. So I am checking for spiders first. It's all good. Nothing in there. So I always start with the back. So I'm just gonna start with the back of her head. This one, Summer Rain, will be, and I have my catch-all sponge all damp already. Tried to do that before the video. And then I'm just dabbing all over to blend all the color in. Because I see so many people where you can see all the colors, and that's not what our skin looks like. It's transparent. It's not, you can't see globs of red or yellow or blue here and there. It's smooth. It's mixed in, so to speak. So anyhow, I try to teach how to do the transparent, which is just keeping the colors very thin. So I'm avoiding her lips. So I don't really want to add any yellow to them. So I have a short day today because it's Wednesday, so that's why I'm painting so early today, and the sun hasn't gone over the house yet, so it's not my ideal time of painting, but like I said, I've got a short day, and then I have to work on the decorations behind me still, so. And there's a door over here. You can kind of see over, I'm trying to point with my finger and it's not working, over in that area. See over there where my finger is? The shadow anyway. There's a door there. And so I still need to decorate around the door. So that's where everybody comes in. And so I want that door to be ready as well. That's usually my starting point, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't start there. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to her ear. But I started on the wall behind me instead. So this little area that I paint in, I use for parties. So I'm still really wanting to decorate for Christmas. But with my daughter's birthday, I can't do it, I'm trying to decide if I want to go another round of yellow. I think we'll do 2 rounds of yellow. Sorry, I'm just all over the place with my painting, but this is just how it works for me. I don't have a specific way that I paint. I am an artist, and so I just do things on my own. I've always done that. Even in school, the art teacher would always give us something to draw, which was fine. I remember he would always have us draw or take a 3 foot by 3 foot square paper, and we had a big rolls of paper outside the classroom, and we would go out there and measure and cut the tape ourselves, or the paper, and then he would have us sit and use a yardstick, meter stick, whatever you want to call it, and make a border all around, and a 3-inch border. And I think it was sometimes he would do differently, so he would say 2-inch on one side or 3-inch on another or something, And sometimes even I think the bottom would be a wider border on the bottom versus the smaller on the top and the sides. And so anyhow, that was to teach us to take up the entire paper. So he would draw on his whiteboard the same size and what type of border we should have. She still looks really pale. I don't know. I'm hoping that the yellow would be good, but maybe we'll come back. Anyhow, so a lot of us wanted to, I'm going to do it outside of her ears as well. So we're looking, I think I might have added a little too much blue when I was trying to tone down that red. So I just want to try to liven her up a little bit more, right? Anyhow, so a lot of us in the class, like, I think we were like fourth or fifth graders. We were young. And always wanted to paint, or not paint, draw in the middle of the paper. And so you have this huge piece of paper and this itty bitty drawing in the middle. You know, we didn't want to take up the whole thing, but he would draw something. I remember he drew like a pig once, and it was just the cutest pig. I just want to compare these two and see if there's any difference yet. Hold them back. Like, Summer Rain still, do you see the color? She still looks really pale. Maybe it's just the lighting? Man, it could be. If I switch sides, she looks more blue. If I switch them around, no, Brittany looks more blue. I don't know. All right, let's hold her back. Yeah, I don't know, even like away from the light or whatever, she still looks the same. So I'm not really sure what to do here. But I did add 2 coats of yellow with my sea sponge. Like, she looks good in the camera. Just to me, she looks pale still. Okay, so I'm gonna grab her little leg. So I'm gonna make another deep red, and I'm gonna go over with a deep red as well. But first I gotta catch the rest of her limbs up with the yellow. And her mommy liked the Madison Arcello that I did. She liked her skin color, so I don't know, I'm gonna try my best to get her to look like that, Summer Rain to look like that. Be nice if I could get Brittany to look like that too. My first Brittany, like, I just didn't really love her. Like, she turned out peaches and cream kind of tone. And I don't, you know, peaches and cream is nice and all, but like, as like my preference, I want that more realism. I want the more reds and everything. That was the downfall of like the Ultimate Fusion paints for me. I didn't like that the red was like pink. Did not like that. It was not good. I wanted actual red. Like, I'd had Miracle Blend paint, and it was pink as well, like a fuchsia color, like the, I don't know how to pronounce that red that I have, but there's one red that I got, and it's a little on the fuchsia-y side as well, so I do use some of that for creases just to kind of like use up the color. So, oh, am I out of frame? Sorry about that. Maybe I can open the curtain a bit. Oof. I want to have, sorry, I keep bumping. I want to have some more light in here, but you can see, like, I'm more yellow than she is, but like, it's just not as bright as I would like the color to be, like, as warm and alive looking. So I'm going to do a second coat of yellow as well. So the sun's starting to go up now, and so that's good. I want that. And so now it's a winter wonderland outside. And my neighbor shoveled our sidewalk, which was so nice. I'm gonna make them some cookies sometime to say thank you, since Christmas is coming up soon. I do some baking. I'm gonna try not to eat it though, because I was doing really well with keto, but I have insulin resistance, as a lot of people do, especially if you have a gut. That's the best or easiest, I should say, way to tell if someone's pre-diabetic or has insulin resistance, and they're gonna be diabetic. Yeah, so they've been having all these delicious looking cookies out at the store, and even though I will only eat like half of one, I'll usually have half of one at lunch, and then I'll have half of one after dinner. But I've noticed that I've been gaining weight doing that the past couple of weeks. So I'm actually back up 10 pounds just from having one cookie a day. And these are, you know, your normal size cookies, not too much, so I don't know. Alright, so here is the leg with two more coats of yellow. And grab her head as well. Yeah, she matches the leg as well, so isn't she cute? I didn't know about this sculpt. I thought, I didn't really like, to be honest, the prototypes at all. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't really love her. But a longtime customer and friend said that she would like her. So I said, all right, I'll order her. But I still, wasn't sure. But now that she's getting paint, and I of course have her in person here, I do like her. I like the kind of grumpy faced babies though. I don't like the criers. I haven't painted a crying baby before. I don't know, like I said, it makes me uneasy to have, as a mom, right? To have a crying baby. It's like, oh my gosh, what do? I need to help this baby somehow. Comfort the baby, and when it's a sculpt, you can't comfort a sculpt. So yeah, you gotta make sure that you get paint on the fingers as well. And my sponge has a bit on it, so I'm just kind of going in and adding that way, because I don't want too much. So that's my first bit of yellow on this arm. I think I'm gonna have to go over the creases too, because the creases look non-existent, at least to me on here. So let's go over the creases again. And I got new makeup that I found online of the powders, as people call them, is eyeshadow. And I got a new, they're not Coastal Scents. I couldn't get the Coastal Scents to stick. And I know there's so many people out there that use them and they can get them to stick, but everything I tried, they would always come off with the Genesis paint thinner. Or not paint thinner, sorry. Thinning medium. There we go. I'm trying to think, and I'm worried that I missed some spots on here possibly, so I'm quickly going over. But yeah, whenever I put the last coat, the sealing, with the Genesis, it always peeled some of it off. And it was just really, sad for me, because I just spent all that time on a baby and it was gorgeous, and then here I add the thinning medium and my sponge is pink, and then I look and it was usually on the hands or the bottoms of the feet that it would peel, or not peel, but pull, I guess. It acted like it was a stripper almost. Like just taking the whole thing off. Alright, I'm just going to compare, make sure that they are looking the same as well. Like I said, I need to go over the creases. I don't think I've done the creases on here, have I? Yeah. A little bit on the foot looks like I started then. I don't know. Oh well. We'll go over the creases as well. Again, like I said, I'm going to make a dark color. And I don't have my phone here, so it's not distracting me while I'm painting. It was always like turning on, and I'm not sure, like, it's one of those that are sensitive to like any movement or anything, so if I would accidentally bump the table, it was on. So, and my husband's phone now is acting up. Like, he thought I got a bad one. Like, I'd had my phone for like 2 or 3 years, but he thought I might have gotten a bad one because through that time it would freeze on me every now and then. I'd be looking at something and it would all just lock up. Or even on the lock screen, I'd go to, swipe up to unlock it, and it would be frozen. And I would just have to push the lock button or whatever on the side, and it would like go to sleep or whatever. And then I could open it or turn it back on, and then swipe up, and it was fine. So, but it started getting really bad. And so last summer I got a new phone, and it's a Huawei. I don't know if that's how you... But I call it a Howie because it looks like Howie to me. So I have my Howie. And it's been a good phone. But like I said, I've only had it since the summer. So, but like I don't use my phone all the time. Like I wanted it because I had a pretty good camera out there, right? So, and then with our contract, we have a good contract, and it doesn't exist anymore. So to keep the contract, we just get new phones, and when we need them, of course. And so yeah, the Howie's been good. Now my husband's phone though, he thinks it's the memory card though. He just got a new memory card, and he thinks maybe the memory card is faulty, and his phone doesn't like it. So I don't know. I bought him some Christmas gifts already. He is a gamer, so I found, I got him the new Link's Awakening game, and for the Switch, and then also the little character, I guess. So they haven't arrived yet, and I'm a little on the fence about that because it's getting close, but that's okay. Ooh, I see a little spot I missed there. There we go. So we're checking to make sure the legs look good, and it looks good to me. So this one I did creases, this one too a little bit, but I think I've just lost some of the creases. I can't remember. I like to do the creases like first thing, so that could be it. I don't know. Alright, whoops, sorry. I keep bumping the tripod because it's right next to me. I like having the camera close so I can see what's going on. Now I've seen people put the camera in front of them, but for me, I don't really think that would work. Like, I feel like if you're sitting, or if you're, watching right next to me, you'd be able to see better what I'm doing because you're right next to me instead. So that's why I film in this direction. It's just easier. Okay, I hope that's all in frame. And I worry that I'm in frame, and I don't want to be in frame because then you guys don't want to watch me. I even yell at myself when I go to rewatch the video. I'm like, hey, get your hair out of the way. I don't want to see your hair. I want to see what you're painting and stuff. And I don't know, I'm just weird. But yeah, I rewatch my videos. Usually when they're uploading, I'll have one running in the background. So. Or when it uploads, I'll watch it too. So. Okay. Oops. Stuck to my sponge. Ooh. Oh man. I'm just throwing everything. I thought, like, if I remember correctly, they said in school that your clumsiness would only be with you during, like, puberty or something. Or adolescence or something like that, but nope, they were wrong. Because I am well past that age, and I'm still super clumsy. Like, there's times when I will throw the brush, like, across the room behind me. And it's like, what in the world? Where did that come from? Why did that happen? Kind of thing and stuff. And it's like, ugh. I did not mean to do that. And it happens, but what can you do? I just can't get that one finger to color because of the angle it's in, but that's okay. I might go over it with the brush. Bing. That's probably my mom. I was telling her about the party theme, and then all of a sudden I'm bombarded with Pinterest stuff. What about this? What do you think of this? And I'm like, Mom, I already have ideas. Just let me work, kind of thing. I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna end this video, and then I'll come back and we will go over her creases, and then I'm gonna add another red layer as well. So see you in the next video.